Hello, Fantastic Beasts fans! The question of who will die took Harry Potter fans by storm in the last three books of the series. But perhaps Rowling is starting earlier with Fantastic Beasts. If she were to kill off a character in Crimes of Grindelwald, who would it be? I'm Susan Chapal with Fantastic Secrets Behind Fantastic Beasts to bring you the clues. Join me and other Fantastic Beasts fans here on the Beast Chaser Forum as we uncover the secrets, discover what's coming first, and play along with Rowling's newest game. And make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you'll be notified when videos post and won't miss out on the next clues. So here's our main cast, so conveniently pictured in the bullseye. Surely one of these will not survive the film, but who? According to canon, Newt, Tina, Grindelwald, Dumbledore, and the Flamels are safe. And I've got an idea about Yusuf Kama that I'll cover in an upcoming video, but any of the rest could go. While I'd be willing to bet Abernathy or Grimmson could be snuffed out on the dark side, I want to focus on whose death might affect Team Newt most personally. And before we start, be sure to hang around to the end of the video where I've got some speculation about a new Crimes of Grindelwald toy. I've heard a lot of people speculating that Jacob will die in this film, and I guess it's possible. This could be when Queenie is feeling the news, but honestly, I think it highly unlikely. I believe that Jacob's role as the only no-maj in the team means he'll make it to near the last film, at least. It's possible that because of Queenie's role working for Grindelwald in FB2, she might be killed. My best guess, though, is that the team will make it intact until the end of FB4, where we might then have a Dumbledore-like kill-off of either Queenie or Jacob. Credence's role is of such importance, I think he's assured of a final film blow-up. However, if Credence is to be tortured further, the Maledictus's death would hit him hard. If she were to die, however, I think it would be more through her full transformation into the beast rather than a true death. To be honest, I think that may take longer than one film, and I believe her role will continue to be crucial to Credence until his finale. Then there's Leta. Leta's a strong possibility because her death could hurt Newt while also perhaps complicating his relationship with Tina even further. Plus, it seems that Leta may be treading a dangerous path in loyalties between the two sides due to her family's alliances and her own relationships with the Scamander brothers. But I think there's a much stronger candidate. What we know about the relationship between Newt and his older brother is that Theseus is the famous one, the more socially acceptable one. There's a sense of Newt having lived in his brother's shadow. With his engagement to Newt's friend Leta, there's added tension. But in the end, they work together in the graveyard. Is Rowling setting the brothers up for a reconciliation just prior to a death? Perhaps when Grindelwald calls out Mr. Scamander, he means Theseus rather than Newt. Or, more likely, Theseus makes the ultimate sacrifice and takes the blow. Notice in this clip how close he is to Newt and how he's taking a step even closer.
Dumbledore will mourn for you.
I can well imagine the war hero thrusting himself between Grindelwald and Newt to save his younger brother. We saw in a prior video the possible connection of the skull that Rosier holds to a child sacrifice. And I showed at the end of the last video how those eyes light up when Grindelwald casts a spell, most likely a killing spell. What if the skull's eyes light up for a murder, to accept a soul? But could it be a specific kind of murder? Do the eyes flame higher to accept a sacrifice, this one willingly given? Unfortunately, I'm afraid we may see those eyes light up frequently before the end of film 5. In my initial reaction to the poster phrase, the fate of one will change the future for all, I speculated that this referred to Credence, and I definitely still believe that Credence's power and what he does with it will change the world. However, for now, I think Theseus' fate, his death, could also change world leaders' minds. Theseus Scamander was the name the International Confederation of Wizards recognized in the pentagram office scene at MACUSA. We have been told repeatedly that Crimes of Grindelwald is about people choosing whose side they are on. Wizarding world nations will also have to choose their sides as well. 2 world wars can be attributed to high-profile assassinations, an Austrian prince for World War I and a Nazi diplomat by a Polish Jew living in Paris for World War II. This assassination in 1938 set off Kristallnacht in Germany, a night of widespread destruction, terror, and murder of Jews, which was encouraged by the state. It's considered a major turning point in the prosecution of Germany's Jewish population and the forming of alliances against the Nazis leading to the war. The high-profile assassination of Theseus Scamander would not only force the magical ministries around the world to respond and call upon former alliances, but would painfully intensify Newt's personal stakes for the rest of the series as well. And we've already had one hint at Kristallnacht.
Finestra.
But another aspect to consider here, could Jacob, a Polish Jew in Paris, be accused of killing a witch or wizard? Could the blame of something that happens be placed at his feet? Eddie Redmayne identified this man as Jacob in a Comic-Con interview. If Newt has been a reluctant hero up to now, as we saw on that bridge with Dumbledore, just think how much the murder of his brother, the sacrifice of his older brother to save his life, will galvanize him for the rest of the series. And as Wall does noted in a comment in an interview at Comic-Con, both Zoe Kravitz and Callum Turner seem to share a look when a comment is made about the film being a lot darker. So what do you think? Will Theseus live to see FB3? Or do you think someone else will get the axe in Crimes of Grindelwald? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Also, please check out my new fan shop on Amazon for books and Funko Pops and wands and all things Fantastic Beasts. Finally, I'm wondering if one of this vlog's followers, Shane at the Ravenclaw, has spotted a key clue in leaked merchandising. He got a notice about a new upcoming cosbaby called Grindelwald and Augury. I was very curious about these two being put together, so I did a bit of sleuthing and saw the toy was listed in several places, but no pictures. As I associate the Augury with Newt, I'm wondering why it would be included with the Grindelwald figure. Could the Augury be a beastly spy? But then I also saw one listed for Dumbledore and the Niffler, and we know the Niffler is Newt's. Shane wonders if we may have been confused to think the bird behind Jacob was an Augury. He's also wondering if Dumbledore's Phoenix will mirror the Augury, which is an excellent theory. So now I'm wondering if these are being paired together because of some destruction the beast could bring to the wizards. Couldn't you imagine the Niffler tearing apart Dumbledore's classroom of shiny metal objects? And could this Grindelwald cosbaby be another clue that the Augury will play a key role in bringing Jacob to Newt, narrowly escaping Grindelwald's clutches, as I've speculated earlier? What do you think?